First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 30. Yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
General West.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
61.
From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Bravo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. All day, just like that. Just like that. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
3rd and long. It's Taylor. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
I got him.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
56, the Mott boy, 56. Check 56. Hey. 56. Mott's 56. Hey, watch your leg.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Go! 60 outlaw. Protein still.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch. Check 37. Check 37.
Now Montgomery. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Check it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on second down, Taylor incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Taylor. He finds Whitted, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to come back to you. Shit! Watch the shit! 10.
On first down, Peyton. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Forced out to his... Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Play action, it's Taylor. Bearing one deep for Riddick. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Madison running on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Check. 180.
Check. 53 flag.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Stafford. got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
60 out now.
Watch the twist.
Single West.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey,
The
let go.
41-yard line.
52, right 52. Here we go.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw is Taylor, escaping the pressure right. Finds his target, Montgomery. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor. And he whips that one incomplete there. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Taylor. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Go now. 90 Wolf. Recon. 132 fighter. Check 9. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Play action. Now Taylor. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go, folks.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's see what you got.
53. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the eye. Hey,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Set. 250. Easy, alert.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor, it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Taylor eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Take 4, take 4.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46.
Break. 52. 52's the mic.
Get that quarterback.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Greystone back on the ball. 5.
At the Bears' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
55 mark.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Bravo. Ready?
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 17-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the set. X3. 218. Chop. Hit it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cannon. And an alley to run. Touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Here's Stafford. Green brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
On 4th down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. D. Ford. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Taylor. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Taylor Gabriel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins got home that time. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Oh, Taylor going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to, and this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Now Stafford, and that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Green Bay, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans.